All right, so today we're gonna be looking at the DJ Head and Mal debate. Okay, I'm not gonna watch the entire thing. I'm only gonna look at a section that seems interesting. So yeah, it's the better bars debate. Okay, so we're just gonna watch it, and I'm just gonna give my perspectives on it. All right, so here we go.
Bringing that up, when you're referencing that and everybody else that you're referring to, are you talking about just Not Like Us versus Family Matters? Or are you talking about Kendrick versus Drake in the entirety of all of these songs?
Because also at this point, Family Matters was really against Meet the Grams in that situation.
I think Family Matters and Heart Part 6, Drake is rapping better than anything Kendrick put out during that moment.
Head?
Just rapping. Absolutely.
I aspire to have this.
Stop right the fuck there. What did he just say? Did he just say that Family Matters and Heart Part whatever? Hey, look, for any of my UFC people out there, all right, you guys know Bilal Muhammad. Remember how, you know the joke, like Bilal Muhammad's name is Remember the Name, right? That's the same way I feel about the Heart Part 6. Okay, like, I can't remember the name. I forgot. I forgot that song even existed before he brought it up. No. Even if he did have better bars, all right, okay, cool. All right. Even if he did have better bars, that don't mean shit, okay? All right? It's not a better song. It didn't have more impact, all right? And it still wouldn't even mean that Drake is a better rapper, bro. Drake is a better rapper than Kendrick Lamar until Drake does a rigor mortis, okay? Then we'll talk, okay? But either way, no. Would you like to compare the bars? Would you like to do that? We can break it down if you want to, right? We can look at Euphoria. We can look at Not Like Us. We can look at 616 LA, all right? No bars from Family Matters or the freaking whatever the fuck Heart Part 6 was, right? None of that is touching even one bar from Not Like Us where he says stuff like, oh, I got the Bible on me, Bible, or some crap like that, right? Actually, I have it already pulled up. All right, yeah. So he says, man down, call an ambulance, tell him breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross. He walk around like Tizo. Like, come on.
Now listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Nail a nigga to the cross. He walk around like Tizo. Like, it's, bruh. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all, and they mama. How many options really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on his body. I'm John Stockton.
Fucking bars, nigga.
What does that even mean? John Stockton is a legendary basketball player for Utah Jazz in the NBA who holds the record for the most assists. Stockton fame. Kendrick Lamar is playing the rumors of PDF files surrounding Drake while suggesting that he can skillfully move past this moment if he chooses, passing the proverbial ball to any of Drake's number of enemies. Wow. That's a great bar. Now, let's look at the Heart Part 6. The Pulitzer Prize winner Spiraling, I got your fucking lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork or the cabinets filed in? 1090 Jake would have took all those. What the fuck does that even mean? What does that even mean? Drake goes on to mention a well-known media personality, 1090 Drake, is a notorious for researching court paperwork or popular rappers and street figures and uploading YouTube videos exposing them of the dishonesty, cooperation with the law enforcement, and criminal misconduct. Drake asserts that if he ever snitched, then his name would be found in court documents and an individual like 1090 Jake would have exposed him for it. So he's saying, whereas the paperwork of the cabinets filed in 1090 Drake would have took all the walls down. The streets would have had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal Connect stand up, no falls, not falls down. Okay, the ones you're getting your stories from, they all clowns. I'm a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honored in decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with desperation. We plotted for a week, and then we fed you the information. a daughter that's 11 years old. I bet he takes it. We thought about giving you what? Wait, what? The ones that you're getting your stories from, they all clowns. Then he says we plotted for a week and then we fed you the. What? So, you're the clown? Or are you? Or is he saying that? What? Huh? Wait. Okay. Yeah. Nah. Stop it. Just stop. Yeah. Mal's. Whichever one it is, Mal. Oh no, this is Mal. Yeah, Mal. Yeah, Mal's a fucking idiot. Let's just continue the fucking video.
Level of.
He's still on impact of a song. He's talking about a song. I'm talking about bars.
No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about lyrics. I'm talking about rhyme.
I'm talking about rap. And
Not
actually,
Like Us, the production is not even dope.
Okay, so Maul, you keep bringing up Not Like Us. Head, what do you think that Not Like Us is Kendrick's best rapped song in all of this battle? Which one would you pick out of all of them?
Euphoria.
Okay.
I don't even remember that song.
It's probably a lot of bars too confusing.
No, it's just like when you open a bag of chips, it's a lot of the air at the top and there's a few chips in there. But we ain't gonna go back to that.
Head, you being the Coast Guard and having some relationship with everybody in that camp and around that camp, what was everyone's reaction to the Dave Free bar?
Comedy. It was like that's the well, actually there was two reactions. One from the front facing standpoint, like that we all had internally, was like, that's not even a good attempt. Like that's like a lazy attempt at something.
Very lazy.
And then the second thing was from the homies.
What about Kendrick saying you have a daughter? Yeah, that wasn't a lazy attempt?
What about it?
That wasn't a lazy attempt from Kendrick? Saying that Drake has a daughter that he's hiding?
I don't know. Do we have one?
You don't know if that was a lazy attempt? I'm asking you, do you think that was a lazy attempt?
No.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Why?
And do you think Drake is hiding a daughter?
Hiding is a verb.
Okay, do you think Drake has a daughter?
You are hiding your opinions.
Yeah, do you think Drake has a daughter?
I think it's possible.
Okay. You think it's possible that you think that Drake has a daughter? Or do you think it's possible Drake has a daughter?
I think it's possible he has one.
Okay.
I mean, I don't particularly care to get into Kendrick's personal life with his girl, kids, and his business partner.
Mm-hmm.
But do you see Maul's point in some degree that saying Dave Free might be your son's father, I agree is lazy. And I thought if that was the nuke, that's odd because that's not, no one's really going to believe that. Even if for some weird reason it was true. The daughter thing, is that not lazy because Push already did it and we saw what that did and you're supposed to be light years ahead of any rapper right now and you're reusing the same strategy off something that can't be proven, whereas Push did it and it was proven.
Look, you can believe that he has a daughter or not. The thing about that is there have been cases where women have come out about Drake giving them a child. There was an old situation, I believe back in like 2012, this, I think a Jamaican girl or something like that, or some Caribbean girl came out and said that Drake gave me the, you know what I mean? There were a couple pics online. This one, there have been rumors. CLB, the album cover with all the girls. I'm just saying. It's possible. Based on allegations and Drake's own behavior. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a freaking daughter. So I don't think that's lazy. I think that's just playing into what Drake, has hinted at or has done for the past 15 years. There have been women out there that have come out and said, Drake gave me a baby. Drake did this. I'm just saying. All right, let's continue.
No, I get that point. But you also have to understand, like, the way I'm looking at it, and this is, I mean, you're not going to believe me, but objectively looking at it, it's a Floyd Mayweather thing. Like, Dot has been counterpunching the whole time. He's not aggressed. The only time he aggressed is once it was already fully on. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about it,
like that, he aggressed. What are you talking about?
If you think about it, when you say like the Dave Free thing came first in Family Matters,
Correct. Yeah.
and then there was a response, and then the other thing came. It wasn't like it's like, oh, okay, boom, boom. It was like a 1-for-1 to me.
Okay, so you are, and I'm asking, because we think that the Dave Free line was a lie, that gave Kendrick also a green light to lie about the daughter, hypothetically, because we do not know these people and their personal lives like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure.
So you don't get a point taken away if you do a whole third verse about something that's completely unproven and possibly fed as information to you to give you the okie doke.
This isn't. But these guys, it's so crazy because I'm younger than all these people, right? But can someone tell me, if it's true that Faith Evans got smashed by Tupac? Do we have any evidence on that? Could someone tell me if Jay-Z was taking karate classes? You know, and if he was, you know, low-key DL, you know, like I'm just asking. Because this is like, come on. Even if he was lying, it doesn't take a point away. You want to know why? Because people kind of step back and say, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, this man is known for sleeping with a lot of women. Drake is known for that crap. He's a weirdo. All right, Drake is known for sleeping with a lot of women. So, I mean, okay, cool. Yeah, you fed me the lie. But people believed it. And the way that he structured it in that third verse, it was freaking like, whoa. The baby girl. I know it's dun 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 inside your world. I know he's in the... Man, I was like, woo. He's a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, right? And their beat, that's probably say more like, bro, I'm like, what the fuck? What the... So even if he was lying, no point gets taken away. Because it was entertaining. And people really like the diss track. And let's say we do take a point. Kendrick is already up on the board when it comes to the points. Euphoria, that's like 20 points right there. 60T in LA, 15 points right there. Meet the Grams. First verse, second verse, fourth verse. That's 30 points right there. Right? And then we get to Not Like Us. You can't even touch that, bro. Like, just stop.
Well, no, okay, let's do it this way. Let's take it out. Let's take the whole verse out.
Okay.
There's a record still.
I love the record.
Exactly.
I love the record.
Which record is this?
Meet the Grams.
I don't like the record.
Okay.
At all, on no level. I've listened to it a total of maybe 5 times. And I told him that I don't like the record.
What don't you like about it?
It's too fucking. It's dark, and it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it. I'm a jovial, like I'm a nerd, and I'm like cerebral, but I'm a jovial individual. I have good positive frequencies. I don't like that shit. I don't like the depth and dark, like shit. That ain't my bag. So I told him that. That's like my least favorite record out of everything.
Maul, do you think Meet the Grams, even based off your opinion of the record, because even Head said he doesn't really like it like that, do you feel like it was effective off Drake's probably best record in this entire beef?
No.
Why?
I mean, people don't even really talk about Meet the Grams. It's not even a song that people, I think like Head said, I think most people kind of forget that record. Like,
well, people aren't going to talk about their trauma. The song was fucking traumatizing for everybody. The song was traumatizing for everyone, okay? When we heard that song that night, I was on my TikTok. I still remember that night. I had just got done listening to Family Matters. I turned on my TikTok. I go on live. I'm like, man, this Family Matters stuff, this was not what I expected. This was lame Drake. I'm sorry. This really wasn't that. This is the nuke, bro. This was the nuke. Cool. Meet the Grams drops. Somebody comes up, I'm like, Kendrick dropped. I'm like, what, Kendrick dropped? I say, hey, everybody's ready? Everybody gets, am I live? Everybody on the panel? Okay, cool, we ready? We click play. All we hear is dun 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 dun. It was traumatizing. Dun 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 dun. It was scary. So him making the point, well, nobody remembers it. Yeah, because that was the sniper shot. It's like, oh, we needed our hopes to get back up. So not like us, Euphoria, those tracks are going to have a more vibrant, more appealable vibe. So it makes sense. But what's so crazy, if I'm not wrong, right? Correct if I'm wrong. But Meet the Grams had more streams overall. I believe currently it has more streams overall than Family Matters on Spotify. And it also got into the top 10. Didn't it make it into the top 10 on Billboard? So it's like people not talking about it. There are reasons for that. Not because it's a trash diss. Not because it wasn't effective. It's like that, oh shit. We just went through something very, very horrific. We're not gonna talk about that again. We're gonna look. We all know what just happened. Let's try to move on from that, okay? You know what I mean? Like you bury it in your subconscious, like it's all the way in the back of your head. Like it's there, but you just don't want to remember it, right? Because it was that traumatic. So the way that he's trying to approach or come at the record, I don't think is like the best way. I don't think that makes a lot of sense.
Like we get it. He dropped it right after. And the timing of it when he dropped it was like, oh shit, everybody was running back and forth to YouTube. Kendrick just dropped and this, whatever. But I think when you go back and listen to it, it's probably the least favorite from most people.
Fair. But do you think if Family Matters, being the diss record that it is, had more time to breathe, it would have been more effective in this battle, whereas Meet the Grams to Not Like Us back to back after, I think, Drake's best diss record ever?
Family Matters?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that was an effective step on when it came to Drake's best effort?
No, I mean, no matter what Kendrick said or put out, I thought the timing of it was dope. It's kind of like if, if you DJing and somebody bump your table and fuck up your needle and the record jump, the energy is completely different in the room at the party. So I think that's what Kendrick did. He bumped the needle. The record jumped and it was kind of like, okay, people kind of like, but not only the record jump, my record comes on. You know what I'm saying? So I thought the time and I thought the strategy of what Kendrick did to me was dope. Like, okay, I get it. But again, I'm going back just as a music head, as a consumer of hip hop and listening to bars and raps. And once I listen to that, I don't care when the record dropped, how it dropped. In the moment, I understand, the impact of that. But now that I'm just listening to bars and raps, nobody can convince me that Drake got out-rapped in this thing. Like, there's no fucking way he got out-rapped. Now, I understand what the optics of the record is,
616 LA,
and it being big and everything that Kendrick got off of that, the Amazon show and Super Bowl halftime and things like that. I understand that part of it. And like Head said earlier, optics is a big part of it.
Drake got out-rapped. He did. Compare Euphoria's bars to push-ups. Clears. Compare 616 in LA to what was that one crap he dropped on his Instagram that one time with the Tupac thing? Wasn't it Tailor Made Freestyle, right? Clears. The Meet the Grams bars compared to the, because Meet the Grams I would say had a little bit more statements. It was more provocative, but the rhyme schemes, the way he was able to rhyme all those words together was fucking insane. And the first verse of Family Matters was like, okay. Hands on your knees, shake that ass, yeah, and shake it up for me. Like, what? Those are bars to him. Literally, Mal's saying to you in 4K footage, well, guys, Drake didn't get out-rapped because he said, hands on your knees, shake that ass for Drake, now shake that ass for free. Compared to the shit that Kendrick dropped in Family Matters. I mean, not Family Matters, Meet the Grams. Like, stop it. Stop it. You're lying. And if we compare the bars from Heart Part 6 to Not Like Us, you still get cooked. Every time about their relevance, their the sense behind the bars, like they didn't make any sense in the first fucking place, right? The double entendres, the rhyme schemes. There's so much flavor and so much seasoning within the Not Like Us tracks. You can get way more from that than freaking Heart Part 6. Cool. The bro was spitting a bunch of bars. But what was he really saying that was relevant to the battle? Right? Or what was he saying that made sense in the battle? Right? We fed you, the people who fed you the information are clowns. And then 2 lines later you say, we fed you the information. Huh? This is just ridiculous. This is stupid. Okay, so with all that being said, I think I'm gonna end the video here, right? I'll probably do like a part 1, part 2. So it's gonna be part 1. But yeah, that's just my perspective on the whole bar debate that they were having. Okay, all right. So you guys make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and yeah, stay tuned for part 2. Okay, and I promise it won't take 5 to 10 months for me to drop. Okay, all right. It's gonna come out in like 2 days. Okay, I promise you. All right, peace.